The Game Awards have come and gone. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm actually semi-disappointed at the, quote, biggest part of the night. The most important award. All with air quotes around it.
Oh, I was confused for a second there, and then I was like, where's he going with this?
We're gonna get there.
We'll get there in due time.
In due time.
Because this is the Gamers 2 podcast, in case you're not sure why you're here.
Honestly, even if you knew what it was and you're still not sure, understandable.
Totally understandable. It's December 11th.
Never forget.
I don't know. Okay. Your weekly roundup of news and commentary.
It's technically the 7th.
Oh, yeah.
But
there's like a lot of things that happened between like the 7th and now. I noticed there was a lot of like anniversaries for events. What was the other one? Now it's going to drive me nuts because there was obviously Pearl Harbor.
Yep.
And there was another one. The fuck was it?
probably a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Everybody starts going to sleep in December. That's when you attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, we're here for video games. Video game news and commentary and anything else that might pique our interest.
Like random dates in history.
Exactly.
Or this list that I'm about to say.
I was trying to think of some random fact about Pearl Harbor.
Matt Damon wasn't really there.
Yeah, I don't have anything. You know what's more important than Pearl Harbor? New releases. Bold statement, folks. You gotta live up to the hype now.
Speaking of war, number 1, Call of Duty Warzone Season 7 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Number 2, Call of the Sea for the PC, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. Number 3, Destiny 2 makes its way to next current gen on the PS5 and Series X.
That's what we're gonna go with going forward now.
Next current gen?
Yep.
It's like it's not next gen anymore.
That'll be gen. Like, what are we considering the launch window?
June?
Okay, I don't want to say it that long.
Okay, so end of January.
All right.
January 1st. New year. New year, new gen's gone. New year gen's
current. It becomes current gen.
Yeah.
All right.
We're past holidays. All the kids have gotten given their new gen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. January 1st. Number 4, Doom Eternal goes to the Switch. Number 5, Planet Zoo Aquatic Pack DLC for the PC. Number 6, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 for the Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Number 7, Right the Eye of Atlantis for PC VR. Number 8, Shakes on a Plane for the PC and Switch.
So like milkshakes?
Ooh, interesting. I was thinking, is it Parkinson's that makes you shake?
Yes.
I was thinking you're a pilot with Parkinson's and having to keep the plane in the sky. Number 9, Swords of Gargantua for PSVR. Number 10, Temtem goes to the PS5. You guys remember that game? Number 11, Minecraft Dungeons Howling Peaks DLC is out. Rocket League Season 2 has started. Why did I put all these seasons on here? Number 13, Wood Salt for the PC and Switch. Number 14, Animal Farm for the PC. Wonder if it has anything to do with the book. Number 15, Brigadine, The Legend of Runerzia. Runerzia. Got it. We'll get there. The Legend of Runerzia.
That's a weird word.
I feel ya. That's a very hard one. I had to sound that out. Cyberpunk 2077 is out for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Stadia, and Series X, and PS5. No, it's not. It's not out for the next gen. That's right.
It's not.
It's because the later upgrade, I think. Right?
I don't know. Now I'm...
Okay, guess what? Cyberpunk's out. And if you haven't noticed on Twitter, it's a shit show. Number 17, Haven for the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox One. Number 18, Sword of the Necromancer for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. I'm pretty sure it's not because that's why they're offering the free upgrade. Number 19, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond PC VR. That game is officially out, and Matt would love to tell you all about the PC specs for it. And number 20, the final one on the list, Space Invaders Forever on the PS4 and the Switch.
I kind of am curious. I kind of want to, like, maybe if it goes on sale, I'll pick up Medal of Honor because I want to see what the deal is. Like, why the specs are so demanding, but the game looks like garbage.
Yeah. Yep. What was it, 384 gigs for your hard drive?
Yeah, it was the install size. And then it, like, goes down, but to, like, 100 and something. Which is kind of interesting. And then... yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. I'm curious. All right. Where shall we go from here? Who wants to? Should I do? Do you want? What do you want? Odds, evens.
I want evens because
Even.
I don't want the first story.
Even Steven.
Because the first story annoys me, and what annoys me almost as much as the first story annoying me is that the follow-up story that is immediately relevant to it is like number 6.
Listen, I was working all day. You were on WoW all day, motherfucker. All right?
I slaved over this hot document for you. Appreciate it.
I did intend to put those two closer to each other.
I think it works out because you talk about other stuff before it, so it makes sense.
Wait, what did you say was relevant to?
Like numbers. I thought number 6, but I might be wrong in the number.
4, probably. That's what you meant?
Yes, 4.
Yeah.
Because somebody... Anyway, story number 1, and then I'll digress.
Okay. Numero uno. Blizzard has announced that World of Warcraft Shadowlands sold more than 3.7 million copies in its first full day on sale. That topped the company's previous day one high, Diablo 3, which was at 3.5 million copies when it released in 2012. And for a short time, it was the... What was it? Best-selling game? Best-selling... I don't know. It was some fucking thing. Let me look at it here. Fastest selling game, PC game. Fastest selling PC game is what it was.
Yeah.
For a hot minute.
So we're playing WoW, right? And it's discussing, just enjoying expansion and stuff, and everybody's in the Discord. We're all enjoying our time together and having a fun time. And somebody brings up, hey, did you see, not talking to me, talking to somebody else, but hey, did you see that Shadowlands is the fastest selling PC game? Or something along those lines. And I couldn't hold back. I was like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up right now. It's bullshit. It's complete fabrication. I am going to very quickly become what's his name. It's a total fabrication. And no, it isn't technically a fabrication. It was true. But it's the bullshit like that where the headline was going around, fell for the clickbait.
Yeah.
What timing window were they discussing? All those things like that. And I was like, it's not going to matter anyway, because in 2 weeks when Cyberpunk comes out, it's just going to break it anyway. Spoiler alert, it's a story we're getting to. It does break it.
I also have a gripe with this week's news articles, but it's 3 and 4.
Ah, interesting.
So,
but yeah, so I was just like, I just shut up. Shut up. Doesn't matter.
I mean, it's still impressive.
It's impressive.
So you think it's considering...
But...
everything prior to release day as well, I'm assuming?
Like pre-orders?
Yeah.
I would assume so, because they're probably counting pre-orders as launch day sales.
Yeah. Which I guess makes sense.
Yeah. Like, hey, we had this many pre-orders. The transaction just officially went live on launch day type of thing.
Yeah. Still kind of crazy. I really wish they were still releasing subscriber numbers.
Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little tease later in the year. So either later in the year or in the beginning of the new year, or even if they have an investor call at the beginning of the year of some type of, hey, so we know how well Shadowlands sold. What's your guys' numbers looking like?
So the last time they reported was years ago, and it was 5.5 million.
Yeah, I know it. I know it's higher than that.
And it peaked at, I'm not sure what it peaked at. I think for a long time it was averaging around 11. And then it slowly trickled down. I'm going to guess, do we want to make guesses that we'll inevitably forget so it doesn't really matter?
Guesses of what the subscriber count is?
Yeah.
I would guess the subscriber count is that are we going by closest without just closest number?
Closest is fine. I don't really care.
Let's just go with closest. I'll say 9.5 million.
Okay, I was going to go 8.5 million.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Watch it be 9.
Oh, yeah. It definitely will be. It'll be like 9.1 or 8.9. It'll be like just enough to annoy one of us.
Yeah. They'll draw it out to the 1,000. 8.95. 4. Ah! Number 2, 343 Industries said Halo Infinite, the next game in Microsoft's iconic franchise, will officially launch in fall 2021. The game was originally supposed to launch alongside the Xbox Series X and S in November, but it was delayed to 2021 in August. No shit. You're welcome. I'm pretty sure we called this.
I think we did. Yeah, I think we talked about that we'd see it in fall.
Where it's like, it doesn't make sense to release it before fall.
Yeah.
Even if they have it done, doesn't make sense.
Also, I think it said something about it getting, we already knew, but it's getting the graphical bump. And
yeah, they I don't know if you saw, but they put out new
I didn't.
They put out new models. It was 343 Day, so they did a bunch of kind of talking and showing off a little bit of their new. They put out new Spartan models and stuff. And you're like, oh, that actually looks like Halo now, not this weird shit they were doing with almost Crisis-esque neoprene sleeve. Just
I think this is a good move because why not have, like, the Xbox Series X does have impressive performance, so like why not flex and take the extra time to be able to flex instead of, like, Craig or whatever the fuck.
Because they're still going to drop it on the Xbox One.
Yeah. Lowest common denominator.
Oh, studios can't do that. Shut up. They do. And it's always the industry people that are saying it's not going to be a problem. You all know it is.
Yeah. Number 3, CD Projekt Red stock has dropped 29% between December 4th to December 10th. The launch of Cyberpunk 2077 didn't stop the decline either. Since the release on the 7th, the stock still continued to fall, but it only fell 7.3%. The decline can be partly attributed to complaints around bugs and glitches, which have been spreading via social media. The talk of the bugs and glitches, not the bugs and glitches themselves.
Yeah. This one bug makes their stock price go down.
Kind of mind blowing. 29% is a lot.
It is. But it is problematic. I think, as far as the game is concerned.
Fuck it. You can do the next one, and we'll talk about it.
Okay. Number 4, CD Projekt Red has released some launch day statistics for Cyberpunk 2077, reporting the game reached 8 million pre-orders. As could be expected during the year of a pandemic, the vast majority of these pre-orders, 74%, according to the studio, were for digital versions, accounting for around 5.9 million units. This partly has been driven by how strong interest was on PC, which accounted for 59% of the 74% of pre-order. Oh, I gotta hate all of this. That puts the number of PC players with a copy of Cyberpunk ready to go at launch at, math now, 4.72 million. Beating the record for the fastest selling PC game set by World of Warcraft Shadowlands expansions last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
A couple things. I think CD Projekt's stock prices were a little bit inflated anyways because of the hype.
Yes.
But also
kind of a comeback.
Yeah. Also,
don't call it.
Yeah, the down sweep of that 20 whatever fucking percent, I think it's a little aggressive because like Wall Street or whatever trading company they're on.
Well, I don't know what Poland trades on.
Yeah, I don't know either, but it's probably not Wall Street.
Schweingel. I could come up with a fast Borscht USA. I don't know. The Borscht market.
Because like, how can you? Which they might be releasing these numbers to stop the
decline.
Because like, why not? You have amazing numbers.
Yeah.
And your stocks are going down. And you're like, we're making fucking bank now.
We're still selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Don't know why you guys are so worried. We're just like EA over here. Shit product. A lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Less child labor armies.
I haven't looked at reviews. How are they?
Depends on who you go look at.
Okay.
I don't read reviews, so
I don't either. I usually like look at a few and then I go look at like the aggregate scores on Metacritic or whatever, and then I'm just like, okay, whatever.
And even that,
play the game.
I only do that when we're sitting here,
and
it comes up.
True.
I could give 2 shits. No, I couldn't give 2 shits. Couldn't give 1 shit. Couldn't give a lot of things. But what reviewers will
So
tell
you
me.
still having glitch issues?
Yes.
Bugs and glitches, yes.
I've only fallen through the world once. And I fell through the world because I went somewhere. I saw the bug happening. And I was like, all right, maybe if I go near it, it'll fix itself. And it booted me right the hell out of the elevator. And I fell through the world to my death.
You want to hear a fun story that just made me think of something due to what you were just saying? Assassin's Creed has game components that you will see and think are a glitch. And then you'll go over there and find out, oh, this is not a glitch. This is an activity I'm supposed to do.
Oh, yeah, no, mine happened in one of the early missions. There's, you're trying to find an elevator to get out of a building.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk over to the elevator, combat going on, obviously. Bang, bang, shoot, shoot. People die. I go to the elevator. Killed the people. I get to the elevator. The door opens. And there's a giant big guy standing there. Big bad boy. I'm like, all right. Why aren't you shooting me? Would you like to shoot me? No? Okay, well, I'm going to walk away. Maybe I'm too close to you to let you come out of the elevator. Walked away. Walked back. He's not even looking at me now. He's kind of like just staring off into the back corner. Almost Blair Witching.
Oh.
And I'm just like... Alright, I'm going to try to shoot you now. Hope this all works out for the best for all of us. So I shot him. Nothing really happened. He took damage, but not enough, and it kind of healed back a little bit. I was like, all right, I don't get what's going on. Maybe he's just so broken, I can just get in the elevator and leave anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I get in the elevator, and when I got in the elevator, I became obviously in melee range with this enemy, who, through a bunch of shaking, as if he was a Parkinson's pilot, turned around and punched me through the floor. And so I just fell out of the bottom of an elevator and just kept going.
All right.
And I was like, all right, well, reload the save. And when I reloaded, he was out. He walked out of the elevator like he should, and everything was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that has been a lot of my stuff where I've noticed either characters not being where they're supposed to be clearly, or people I'm supposed to talk to, things not progressing the way they're supposed to. And I just need to do a reload, and it's like, oh, okay, now he's standing in front of me, but for some reason he wasn't there 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Or I've had the one I had earlier, was it today or yesterday, that I thought I was going to have to do that again, and I didn't because I managed to just run far enough away to like snap spawn the person to me. Is I was supposed to be escorting this person through like the warehousey type thing. And they're like, hold on, I'm coming. And I was just like, all right. I mean, I know it's a video game, and you're technically far away, but like, any time in the next century you're going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm kind of like looking around. I was like, I'll go see what's down this other hallway over here. And I run down the other hallway, and then I turn around, and she just like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? All right, yeah, sure, let's go for it. A lot of got a lot of character snap-ins.
Okay.
Be walking down the street, boom, person. I'm like, oh, jarring. Didn't realize we just materialized in 2077, but all right.
Transporters.
Clearly, 2 random spots on the sidewalk. Just ta-da, person. Turn around, more people than you just saw when you walked past it the first time. Gets weird.
Okay. Yeah.
Driving,
Explain some videos I've seen.
Driving, not good.
Like a general or car snap-ins?
In general. Haven't really seen a car snap in yet that I've noticed. But not a big fan of the driving.
I can see that.
I'm a big fan of use it to get to a fast travel point and then just fast travel around the map from there on.
Do you think it's like one of those things where it's like a skill you have to acquire? Like,
no, like the cars just feel very heavy and not intuitive. They don't respond in the way that I want them to. The way that you think they're going to. They seem to want to slide no matter what you do.
They don't have traction control in 2077?
No traction control.
You think they'd all be electric cars at this point?
Yeah, I should be hovering.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot to it where I'm like, I don't. I just got a side mission. They're like, hey, yeah, come out into the desert or whatever and come race. And I'm like,
no, thank you.
Maybe when I have nothing else to do.
Oof.
I might do a lot of other things before I come talk to you.
Oof. All right, well, I guess something to look forward to.
And I mean, technically, it's all urban anyway, so the driving's not really
necessary.
No, there's times where if I see something that's a kilometer away, if it's within 300 meters, I'll run for the most part. Even 500, I'll run. But even at 500, I can find a fast travel point that's closer. If it's a kilometer, I will go get a car or summon my car to get to the nearby fast travel point if it's not close enough for me to want to walk to it. And then just fast travel as close as I can and figure it out from there. Because I don't want to drive these cars.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. And this is coming off of, and I've tried driving both with keyboard and mouse and controller and still not being satisfied.
All right. There it is.
Sad days.
Number 5.
This is coming off of Watch Dogs, too. Which, not amazing driving.
Yeah.
But I could hit a handbrake through a turn in not 2077.
Who'd have thought, like, Watch Dogs would have better driving than Cyberpunk?
Where they feature a car on the cover.
Yeah.
Though Cyberpunk, at the moment, does have better hacking, I think.
Yeah.
Than the game about hackers. So,
Cyberpunk probably needed another solid, year. From the sounds of it.
They might have needed more.
Ooh. Interesting.
I think they shot themselves in the foot talking about it in 2012.
Overhyped it.
And everybody, not even them, I think just even putting out what they did in 2012 gave enough people enough hype feeling to run with it for far too long, unchecked to run with it for far too long. Then having it with the whole Keanu aspect, there's certain things I feel like they focused on and cut corners other places. And I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I feel like some of it they focused on the wrong things, or they couldn't get things to work the way they wanted it.
Maybe we'll have a weird year where CD Projekt Red goes downhill and BioWare makes a comeback. What the fuck?
Are you trying to summon Cthulhu? Because you're second.
You thought 2020 was bad.
Wait till 2021 award season. You
All
guys heard of Dragon Age Inquisition? What if we did an origin story?
Number 5, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick believes games are 10 years from photorealism. Quote, I think what we're going to see is technology will allow our creative folks to do things they've never been able to do before, including making games that look exactly like live action, end quote. How do you feel about that? Think that's accurate? 10 years?
10 years?
I think
photorealism? I would love it. That would be great. Good thing my laptop's not there.
Yeah, right.
It would be great if we were that close.
So you think we're further out?
Yes.
Okay. Photorealism, live action.
I think we're further out in the sense that when we say photorealism live action, immediately we go to the old. I can't even remember the name of the game genre, the movie style genre, where you're playing full motion videos, basically. You know what I'm talking about? That game with fucking
Keanu Reeves?
No, the goddamn Hobbit. What the fuck's his name? Remember that game that Ubisoft was making with the fucking Hobbit? What is the goddamn actor's name?
What are you talking about?
What is the fucking actor's name in the Hobbit? Not in the Hobbit. Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
The fucking short.
Elijah Wood.
Yes, that he was making a live action.
He was making a game. A live action game.
He was partnered with Ubisoft because they were doing that. I want to say it's the full motion video games where it's the story based and it's the real people acting out scenes.
The Last of Us?
No. No, it's the fucking it's God. Oh, I'm gonna punch you so hard.
I really don't know what you're talking about, though.
Do you know what the game style is I'm talking about, at least, you fucking idiot?
I'm like trying to picture it. It's just not coming up.
All right, picture a Telltale game, right?
Yeah.
Where there's story things happening. Now picture a choose your own adventure. So Telltale style still, right? You select the thing. Now remove the idea that there's a fucking animation department. They don't exist.
Transference?
That's probably exactly it. That sounds like some highbrow dumb shit.
I'm just gonna watch the video.
What is the name of that style of fucking game? But it's all live action. So not this last. There's no animation department. That's the whole point that you're forgetting in this. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know what it's called, though.
Because it used to be the thing years ago when they would try to do this to make things look more real. This was how they would do it. Like, I don't know if you ever watched Funhouse play Night Trap. Where there's the people in the house.
I keep wanting to say stop motion, but that's not it. It's
But you know what I'm talking about now, at least. That's why I keep wanting to say full motion video, but I don't think that's it.
It's like
FMVs, but
yeah. I'm not sure if it's the same. There's a term where they do that in animation, where they take a person and they superimpose it basically on an animation, and it makes it look like the animation's a real person.
But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing. We're not doing LA Noire shit.
You're talking about like motion capture?
Animation. No, there's no motion capture. Matt, you're watching a movie, right? Where there's actual actors. You're watching an actual human that there's been no animation done to, no CGI.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You didn't get when I said Keanu Reeves, I was talking about a real video game. Like not Cyberpunk, another game.
That's where I thought you were talking about Cyberpunk. And I was like, no, not that.
He did it was called like, the fuck was it called? It was like called like I don't know, Matrix 13 or something.
Sure, Matrix Reloaded. But yes, that. There's nothing, it's just the person and they're acting out with other people on the set.
Yeah.
Okay, so that style. Where was I going in the beginning with all of this? With fucking Elijah Wood and Ubisoft. Oh, photorealism. So, with the photorealism part, that's the closest you're going to get, which is essentially just have a video camera running while they act out choices you make. The problem with photorealism and a lot of other things, we're close in theory. Not close, but 10 years I think would be awesome. I just don't think we're going to be that close. I think there's a lot of problems with trying to get like what Cyberpunk was supposed to be the next cutting edge thing, right? And even running that in what would be photorealism mode, it's not even close, I think.
Yeah, I mean, my only thing was
Sure,
that 10 years might be accurate because, the pace of technology.
It could, yeah, and the idea of the exponential up curve and stuff like that. But even, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, all these things that you have great graphics, I don't think we say any of them are close to photorealism.
Yeah, I think that's fair, yeah. The Keanu Reeves thing I was thinking of was not a video game, it was a movie that kind of looks like a video game.
Oh god, it's the exact opposite, man.
Yeah,
I'm saying a video game that looks like a movie.
It was literally the exact opposite. A Scanner Darkly.
Oh
god. Fuck. What a shit show. All right.
Number 6. Now that I can come down from my rage. Number 6. Microsoft has announced Game Pass cloud streaming features are coming to iOS and PC in spring of 2021.
And I updated that. I'm sorry. I kind of fucked you. Initially as a beta. So I just want to, throw some gas on that fire.
Take this update, boy. Yeah.
All right, Bungie has confirmed Destiny 2 will be getting cross-play support at some point next year. While Bungie didn't specify which platforms will support the feature, the hope is that it will work across all platforms. But probably not. No, don't they have crossplay now in console platform? They did. They had like PS3 to PS4 and then...
Yeah, I thought so. And then I thought you could...
I don't know.
Yeah. I thought you could pretty much play with anybody on PC too from...
Maybe it's like it was just strictly Xbox and PlayStation couldn't play together.
Yeah, probably. Bunch of infighting. And Stadia does whatever the hell they want. So.
Stadia.
I am Vampire Dracula Stadia. I want to suck your games.
Whoa.
Hey-o. And now the arguably best story of the entire podcast. We can spend a little while here. A 15-minute mini-movie that's airing on Lifetime this Sunday, December 13th at noon, in, quote, a recipe for seduction, end quote. Sorry, that's the title. In A Recipe for Seduction, Mario Lopez stars as Harlan Sanders, that's his first name? Stars as Harlan Sanders, a private chef working for a family whose adult daughter has ditched her fiancé for Sanders and his plentiful, tender drumsticks.
Colonel Sanders, motherfuckers.
Mario Lopez is Colonel Sanders. He knew too much!
He knew too much.
They're here to take my drumsticks.
I thought I saw the image a while, like whenever it came out.
Yeah,
and I thought it was just like
a joke,
a photo joke thing.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was like a 15-minute little.
I was hoping it wasn't anything. I was hoping we were just gonna have the good joke, and it was gonna be KFC Gaming would show up on Twitter and be like, "Haha, man, you guys wish, right? That'd be funny." No, it exists. And for anybody that likes Lifetime movies, this is why I hate them. You're welcome.
Yeah. I think it's even funnier that it's a Lifetime movie.
I think it's great that it's a Lifetime movie because it delegitimizes all the other ones. But I want to watch the one where the guy comes back into town that hasn't been with the girl for 15 years and they fall back in love all over again, but she was never paid attention to in high school because he was part of the jock crew and she was kind of a nerd.
It's a Christmas movie, right? So it's around Christmas time?
Oh, yeah. 100% Christmas time. Something goes wrong. They meet like
his car breaks down.
No, not even that. They meet like in the town square. They do the old like bump into each other because she clearly has her orphan nephew that they've been Christmas shopping with. Or actually, no, spin that. He has the orphan nephew that he's shopping with for Christmas that she had no idea he was so forgiving as being the jock QB that he was. And they're like, oh my God, it'd be so nice to see you and yada yada. So then he invites her because he's a CEO of a nonprofit organization. And he invites her to his family's house for Christmas dinner, and hijinks ensue.
In the log cabin up in ski resort.
Yeah. So she's like, what are we going to do when... how do I introduce you to my family? Oh, you know what? We'll spend Christmas Eve with your family. Let's make sure they don't hear us banging each other so unbelievably loudly in the back closet.
Wow, what did this turn into? Holy shit.
It's a Lifetime, man. It gets weird. You know they're going to clearly have sex on Christmas Eve at one of the family's house, one of the family's respective houses, because they have to like hide it from everybody else that they're doing it, because they've been like, oh, they've been gone for a long time. Anybody seen them? And then they're gonna cut. It's
Are we watching the same Lifetime channels?
I might be writing this as the same people as Christmas with the Cranks, so I'm not positive anymore. But
oh God.
Either way, the whole thing ends when little Timmy dies during Christmas Day, and
that took a turn.
Well, here's the other guaranteed Lifetime thing, right? Snow falling.
Yeah.
Evening setting, so it's dark with either
cold chill
out like shop fronts being lit up, but not open because nobody shops in them. But they've gone out for the night stroll together to get some private time away.
She's all dolled up with the hat, the white hat, with
red jacket, 100% red
jacket,
probably a peacoat,
scarf.
Let's be real original. He's definitely got on
like a tan jacket.
I was gonna go with like a dark blue, not navy, but the like darker.
Okay.
And puffy
jacket. Okay,
puffy jacket.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
No fur hood, because he's wearing a knit cap.
Okay,
like a toque.
Okay.
And
she's wearing mittens, right? Think mittens, or just like. You think she's going professional? Like
she's hands in pocket.
Hands in pocket. Okay.
She's hands in pocket in the peacoat, not glove specific.
Mm-hmm.
And there's easily going to be that moment where
he's wearing the what? Fucking ski gloves.
Yeah, it might. He also might be a mix of ski gloves, but he could also just definitely be hands in pocket type of thing. And then they do the whole. There's some bit where she might be hands in pocket. He has a pair of gloves. He's like, oh, no, take my gloves. It'll be okay. Yada yada. They clearly pause in front of either the town center Christmas tree or
ice rink.
Or ice rink.
Town ice.
Or ice rink, which is adjacent to the town center tree. Or right behind that, all the shop windows that have been left lit for no reason. And they're going to have the pause, snow's coming down. There's going to be the emotional moment where they do like a little, you think they're going to kiss, but they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They do that lean in, everything's kind of getting close. They've been building to this moment. They're alone. Finally, it's that right there, and they're like.
Then they get hit by a car.
I was gonna say they go skating.
Yeah.
And that becomes like a playful thing. He reaches over the side of the rink because it's clearly snowing.
She starts to fall, and he like catches her.
No, he like just reaches over and like makes a quick snowball.
Oh, okay.
And like just playfully hits her with it, and it's like all this whole bullshit. To then cuts to them kissing right with the tree in the background as it's fully lit up and everything, and it's this whole vomit-worthy moment. God, I hate all of that.
Speaking of vomit, not really. The Game Awards.
We could work for Lifetime. Fuck the dialogue. Just put all these scenes together, like B-roll scenes. You'll have people buying so much money.
Oh yeah. The Game Awards happened,
for Christmas.
and there was some shit shown. Some games announced.
There were a lot of things shown.
There was. I made a list. It's not in any particular order.
Did you check it twice?
I did not check it twice. There are things left off the list. I don't give a fuck. All right, I did it. All right.
This is your version of the new release list. This is my favorite part.
Yeah, kind of. So I'm gonna rip through this list because there's like 40 things on here. And that's not even including the fucking awards themselves.
We're not going to go over all those anyway.
Nah, I figured we wouldn't go over all of them.
We'll just complain about the main two that I want to complain about.
Then we got the Disney shit after that. So.
Oh God.
All right. Master Chief is coming to Fortnite, and later in the same season, Daryl and Michonne from The Walking Dead will be joining him. Oh my god, Nate is doing the fucking... What is that called?
I can't actually floss.
What is it called? Flossing. It's flossing, not with his teeth.
Should I do the other one? Was it like the orange, like that thing? I can't do that.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. It's another Fortnite dance. They were both popular when I was playing.
Oh, okay.
So what the kids are into now, no idea. That was about 2 years ago.
Who knows? Something on TikTok.
Cocaine, probably.
Probably. Among Us is getting a new map in 2021. It's called The Airship, and it's an airship.
Hot takes, Matt. I appreciate those. Actually look kind of cool.
Yeah. You were talking the
different floor situations, elevation.
Yeah. Elevation changes. That's what I was thinking. Could be interesting.
I can't wait till Among Us introduces Levolution, though. It's going to be so good.
That would kind of be neat, especially considering the sabotage, view factor those two things.
Like if you, instead of a sabotage, like a fully successful sabotage ending the game, you can have certain ones where it just blows up a bridge. So now you can't join. You have to walk the very long way.
Yeah, that's good. Fuck Lifetime. You could work for whoever the Among Us dev is.
I'm an ideas man, Matt.
I
don't execute on any of them.
Gamers 2's new project is a think tank.
Ooh, the Gamers 2 think tank. What do we call it? Can't call it think tank. That's too too on the point. I'll come back to you on that.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Shark Tank.
We got to look at Hazelight's new game called It Takes Two. It should be out on March 26th. That's fuck the Oscar guy.
Yeah, Joseph Fares.
Yep.
As Matt and I talked, the game actually looked fun.
Yeah, it does. Looks interesting.
A Way Out was awesome. Cool co-op experience, and this is just another co-op experience. Also, a big part. Don't know if you're about to say it, because I don't know if you wrote it down. But you buy one copy, you get a copy free, so that way you can play with your friend.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a great deal. Also, I don't know what happened to the other game I thought he was making, which seemed a lot darker and less joyful than this one.
Yeah.
Or he was just telling stories of his childhood, and I'm not.
I mean, that could be
not
the
positive
case.
If I wasn't listening to the right thing.
I actually meant to look that up.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that much. What are you looking up now?
That's what I was looking up, but it's not on here, so I don't know what that is. Maybe it was a movie. I don't know. Where were we? We Are OFK is an interactive series slated to debut in spring 2021, covering the rise of an aspiring pop group called OFK. I do not remember this one being on there.
I might have looked at my phone at some point.
There was a lot of that going on. Like, for whatever reason, I did not pay a lot of attention to all the game announcements. Like, I made a split. I would see something and make a split decision to send whether I was interested or not, and immediately divert attention.
Also, we did miss like the first 10 minutes.
That's true.
So this might have been there.
I could see that being a thing.
Because Chipotle.
Yeah, which was delicious.
It was, but I still feel like a fat bastard.
I mean, that could be the tortellini. I don't know.
Honestly, it's the bread. It's the bread and the tortellini.
Yeah. Gone Home developer Fulbright has a new game called Open Roads. It's a
take me home
road trip simulator of sorts.
I believe it was called like a road trip simulator. I believe that was in the trailer.
Yeah.
Wait, no, isn't that the different one?
I don't know. There's a couple of them. There's another one that's similar.
Road 69.
I didn't even put that one on here.
Road 96. I mean,
I don't even have that one on here. I totally forgot about that one. Jesus.
I really want Open Roads or the.
Oh, it was 96, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 96. That was the whole joke. Route 96 or whatever it was called. I want one of their subtitles to be Ass, Cass, or Grass. They'll be rice for free.
Classic. Every high school kid has that sticker on their car. Somewheres. No? Didn't do that one? I had a friend who had it on his dashboard.
Nah.
No?
No, because I wasn't driving into truck lots picking up random people.
Listen, I went to a weird school. All right?
Actually,
I don't know.
To be fair,
I don't know if they're totally different from each other.
We're not so different, you and I.
Yeah. Fuck. Super Smash.
I know it's a little early for the quote, but
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is getting Sephiroth. Is that how you pronounce that?
yeah, good job.
Yay! I get my Nintendo card.
That's your Final Fantasy card.
My Final Fantasy card. Oh yeah, that's Final Fantasy. Duh.
You nerd.
Turtle. I don't like either of those things, so that's my defense. Turtle Rock is making a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead called Back 4 Blood. See what they did there. Left 4 Dead, Back 4 Blood. What?
This is where the camera, where I just deadpan stare into that. Yeah, it very Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it does look straight up Left 4 Dead. There was like a boomer-esque thing. There was a tank-esque thing. There was a hunter-esque thing.
Yeah.
It was straight up.
There was a spinner.
Which, I'm receptive to this, but we'll see.
I'm also receptive to it, but as I said last night, I don't know that it will succeed with the way that people think they want it to succeed.
That's the thing. It's hard to know if it's nostalgia or genuine, interest.
I don't know that this works in the current climate for people to consistently play it. You'll have the people that'll get in on day one and maybe play it for 2 weeks, but does it have a holding value? And I don't know that it does.
Yeah.
At least based on what we've seen. Also, this game cannot be, as far as I'm concerned, priced at $60 or now $70. I think it should get priced at $40 with a battle pass.
I guess it depends on what
season pass, some type of pass.
Because we're assuming the game is going to be for
It's
good
going
reason.
to be Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, it looks like Left 4 Dead, but what if they go like a route similar to more Nazi zombies, where like you're still going safe room to safe room, but it's longer, the game's longer, the levels are more detailed, like it's not just short little snippets.
Then they need to have horde mode and all these other things. There needs to be all the other stuff added in that Zombie Army has to justify.
Yeah, which I don't necessarily think that's out of the question, because the developer tools nowadays are better.
No,
so they should be able to.
I won't be surprised if we don't get that.
Same. I'm trying to be positive. I don't know why. This is a new thing for me. It's probably because I had the Red Bull much later and closer to the podcast than I normally do.
You're just trying to turn a new leaf.
Turn something. Dead Space is also getting a spiritual successor. Striking Distance Studios is making the Callisto Protocol. Surprisingly, this is probably the game I'm most curious about.
Because it's former Dead Space.
Yeah, like Dead Space 1.
Yeah, it's the guy that made Dead Space 1, and the guy that wanted to make, when he made Dead Space 1, wanted to make the scariest game ever.
Yeah. Which it was a good game.
Doing another space horror game, so.
It was a good game. A new Xbox studio called The Initiative is making a reboot of Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark. I never played the Perfect Dark games, any of them.
Neither did I. I was never a Joanna Dark player. That is her name.
Oh. You're already ahead of me on the game here.
But yes, Initiative is new. They were founded in 2018, but yeah, that is their first title.
Don't need to flex with the video game facts over there. We know. Got the big brain video game.
It's not that big. Yeah,
too many.
Yeah.
I'm locking up. Can't take it. Can't. Too many directions there can go.
Puns, jokes. That's what they.
Oh, lost my place. Oh, no, I didn't. Arc 2 was announced. And it stars.
First off, Arc 2. Did not realize it was Arc 2. The entire time they were showing it, I was just like, cool, dinosaurs are a thing again.
More importantly.
Don't say more importantly.
It stars Vin Diesel.
He looks better than the Fast and Furious game.
It does, yeah, it definitely does.
But I also immediately went, I'm not playing this. Not that I've sank a lot of time into Ark. The most time I spent in Ark was when Kenny and I decided to throw javelins at each other on the beach from a standstill position to see who could kill the other one first. Which is a fun game if you ever get bored in the yard.
Here's my thing.
Stand about 50 yards and just...
I never played Ark, but it was always an option. Like I was always like willing to play it.
There's
This makes me less willing to play it.
Yes, this immediately makes me just go, no. How about no, Basil? Yeah, I don't give a shit. But hey, maybe people that love Ark will be excited just because there is a new one.
Yeah.
They might entirely ignore the Vin Diesel connection. I just can't see past that.
Yeah, maybe you like Vin Diesel. That's an option too.
Yeah, maybe you're an idiot.
All right, favorite Vin Diesel movie, go.
Oh God, it's probably one of the Fast and Furious.
Really?
The other one, the first joke that comes to my head is also Pacifier, but
Chronicles of Riddick.
Ooh, Richard B. Riddick. You know his name is Dick Riddick, right?
Did not know that.
Yeah, his full actual name is Richard B. Riddick.
It's based on books, right? Or a graphic novel.
One of the two, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Dick Riddick.
Dick Riddick.
Richard B. Riddick. Dick B. Riddick.
All right, well,
in case you were ever curious.
on that bombshell.
Ooh, what about The Last Witch Hunter? On that bombshell, we're going back to the studio?
Yeah.
There's a new Top Gear game?
Which was also terrible.
Yeah.
A game called Season was announced. It's some sort of third-person atmospheric adventure game. I don't know if you...
There's everything you need to know.
Was that the one? Yeah, that one. I don't know. We don't care. Microsoft Flight.
Season, unless we see another one. Is that the one where you're running around on the old Radio Shack equipment taking pictures?
With bicycle, video. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're wearing an outfit that if you wore today, you'd get the shit kicked out of you.
Yep. Okay. That's the one.
Or it's Richard Ayoade taking photographs and videos. Currently, potentially.
Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to Xbox Series X and S next year.
Which we
knew that, right?
We already knew that because they already dropped the trailer they showed with whatever, I can't remember the name of the song or that singer. The only song I know they did, but they dropped that video like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah. Free to play action shooter Scavengers opened up a closed beta. That's a really funny way of putting that.
Opened up to closed beta.
Yeah.
Also that one's Scavengers, but I'm pretty sure there's like Scavenger Studios or something. I got real confused.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know if you put it in here, but I like triple took when we were watching.
Samantha was on a Zoom call while I was doing this, and she's working. You know, it's her thing. Whatever. But for whatever reason,
how dare she?
But whenever I feel like she's always in a Zoom meeting when I need to do the doc, and I can't fucking concentrate, and I'm just seething in anger there, and it's not like her fault. I just get so mad at the situation.
You know what you need? A pair of $550 Air Max sound canceling headphones.
Usually I do put headphones on, but it's just like, I don't know, for whatever reason I get home from work and I'm like at that point where like I'm kind of irritated, I'm kind of tired because I had to drive. Whenever I drive, I have to, people piss me off.
Yeah, you have to exist in society, which is not a function of your
I'm not capable of that. So like listening to music also distracts me. So like it's just a concentration thing. Anyways,
I'll have that sometimes if I'm writing something or like doing work.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in a terminal typing things and be like, all right, cool, I'll start doing stuff. And I'll get to a part in a song and I'm just like, and then he goes down. I'm like, that's not a command. What are you writing? Smack my bitch up. That's not a command.
You could make it a command.
That's true.
You could smack my bitch up. You want to rebuild the server?
Just write smack my bitch up into the command line, and there you go. God, what I would name certain things if I did it. If I could get away with
did I tell you did I tell you that that's in Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Smack that bitch up?
Smack the fucking yeah.
Or smack my bitch up or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. No, you didn't. You didn't. I'm just making references to random things at this point that I think would be really funny to...
I meant to tell you that, and I totally forgot about it. It's like a side quest, like, joke thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's also one where I think there's a side quest joke where you try to sleep with your brother's wife? I don't know, some people were joking about something like that. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
I did that. Where were we?
Get out of this.
Hood, Outlaws and Legends is launching on May 10th, 2021.
Spoiler alert. A lot of co-op games this show.
Yeah, a lot of the, what the hell are they called? The squad-based...
Massive multiplayer online couch
Mocos. Yeah, a lot of squad-based multiplayer games. Devolver Digital announces a new deck-building roguelite from Four Quarters called Loop Hero. A director's cut of Sea of Solitude is coming to Nintendo Switch exclusively on March 4th. Century Age of Ashes was revealed. Dragon Riding PvP. It's supposed to be out in February. I feel like we missed that one for some reason.
Yep. Don't remember anybody riding on a dragon except for a game.
The other one
that you also didn't write on here.
No, it's on there.
Oh, there it is.
Forza Horizon 4 is getting a Cyberpunk 2077 vehicle. It will be available for free starting today.
Cool.
Yeah. We saw gameplay of Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Disco Elysium Final Cut was announced, which the big thing there was all the characters are fully voiced. Endless Dungeon was announced. You see the point? This is where I just was like, I'm fucking sick of this list.
Yeah, you're like, all right, we got enough. Here we go.
Yep.
This is the sizzle reel moment.
Yep.
We're going to flash a bunch of screens at you.
We saw gameplay of Crimson Desert, which was the...
We saw a lot of Crimson Desert.
We did see a lot of Crimson Desert.
I still don't know what the fuck is happening in that game.
I thought it was some sort of, like, MMO.
Yeah, it's a single-player game.
Yeah.
That they said has MMO feel.
Okay. That's where my confusion was then. Because when I was looking into everything that... I was like, wait, this is a single-player game?
Yeah. That's what I tried to convey to you while we were sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it's a single-player game with all those MMO aspects. And that motherfucker rode a dragon at some point.
He did.
There was Monster Hunter. There was Assassin's Creed. There were so many games in there. South Korean game.
Yep. Classic.
Classic South Koreans.
Swedish Chef from the Muppets is available.
Burger.
That's pretty good. Is available now on Overcooked. Some sort of add-on. It's just an add-on. I thought it was a whole standalone game.
I'll read the entire Star Wars episode like that.
We got
Also, don't get me wrong, love Swedish Chef because it's always fun. I always love the Muppets tie-in because the Beaker one with Goose Game last year was great.
It was good.
Never put those hands near Swedish Chef ever again because that shit was creepy.
It was weird. And the fact you could kind of understand what he was saying too was kind of weird.
It's almost like they got me to do the Swedish Chef.
Yeah.
Where they're like, hey, make sure you say something. And he's just like, heard Nazis, heard. And you're like, wait, did he just drop Nazis in the middle of this?
Fall Guys Season 3 had a trailer.
Winter update.
Yep.
A lot of winter costumes, and you could roll a snowball, apparently.
There was an Outriders trailer.
Again, we saw more. They explained it was a very different tonally trailer than what we saw previously.
Yeah.
Previously had a much more serious note. This seemed to be like, you guys like Rage 2 and we kind of just do whatever. This game.
That
is going to devolve very, very quickly, by the way. We got serious. Now we got arcadey. It is going to devolve into narrator being like, and then I just went over here and I like shot these guys, but they were like, whoa, man.
COD Blops Cow Warzone Season 1. Did they do a switch over there?
No, because Warzone is together.
So why is COD Blops Cow, they're calling it Season 1?
I don't know. Maybe Season 7 got delayed on the list that I'm talking about, and it actually starts next week. Like that season of Warzone and Call of Duty Black Ops season. Black Ops separate season starts.
I wasn't sure.
Because Warzone gets the new map next week and everything like that with that drop.
Okay. Evil Dead the game was announced, which threw us for a loop for a minute, and then
I was real confused, and then Bruce Campbell walked out, and I went, I understand this is Evil Dead now.
Yeah.
Because I have never given a shit about Evil Dead before.
I know there's like a hardcore following of that.
My boomstick. Bruce Campbell's got a glass chin, or not glass chin. He's got a chiseled chin, and yada yada yada. And I'm like, I'm too young to understand.
Yeah.
I also don't give a shit about the horror franchises like some people do.
Yeah, it's
like
not
all horror franchises have that cult style. Oh my god, Halloween's the greatest movie ever made. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
not my jam. Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection was announced for Switch.
Yep.
We saw more of Returnal, and it should be out March 26th. And I wrote this in here because I always forget, but it's the lady in the spacesuit who's shooting stuff.
That's true. That is actually what is happening in the game. Good breakdown, Matt.
Thank you. Super Meat Boy Forever is coming to the Epic Games Store on December 23rd, 2020. Nice little Christmas gift for yourself.
Hey.
Oddworld Soulstorm has another trailer and should be out in spring of 2021. Elder Scrolls Online teased its new expansion, Gates of Oblivion. Still going. They're still fucking going.
They ain't going to stop because they got to give you enough content.
I mean,
6.
To be fair, like, they pump out content. I don't know what the fuck the deal is with that. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Hey, I'm happy for them and happy for the people that enjoy the game.
Yeah. Monster Hunter Rise had a trailer and a demo, and it should be coming in January. No, wait. I fucked that up. Monster Hunter Rise had a trailer, and a demo is coming in January.
There you go. Good job.
Scarlet Nexus has a release window of summer 2021. There was a trailer. I think it was the same trailer, but whatever.
I think it was, yeah.
Just Cause Mobile was announced and shown.
That's a thing I didn't think was going to happen.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre.
It was a thing that I didn't think was going to happen, but I feel like now, after seeing it immediately and then thinking about it for a while, I think we've seen it before. I'm pretty sure it's been teased or talked about as existing somewhere before.
Okay.
Or something similar visually to it. Maybe not having Just Cause name attached to it, but I feel like after I was playing the screenshots that they were showing back of the kind of 45-degree angle down at things, it's I feel like I've seen this before.
I can see that because generally that's one of those games I would see and then immediately file it, fucking 86 it out of my brain.
Yeah, it also reminded me of the majority of browser games I played back in the day.
Yeah.
For better or worse.
We saw our first look of Ruined King, a League of Legends story. And that's probably going to be the only look I see of it.
Then, same here.
And into the fucking shit, we got another teaser for Dragon Age. This time it had no, the first time I don't know if it had the 4 on it either. This one just said Dragon Age, no 4 attached, and they were like, no fucking special magic hand, no fucking,
There was nothing.
They're like, oh, you're just a hero going back to, basically they were saying it's going to be like an Origins-esque situation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scary stuff going on there for me.
The fates are not to be decided by some crazy magic-wielding weirdo. Just
First off,
some ordinary person. And then Solus shows up. You're like, oh, nobody's ordinary anymore. All right, cool.
Yep. I don't know how I feel about the fact that they're calling it Dragon Age and not Dragon Age 4.
Well, there's also just no subtitle at all. So, it could be the working title problem.
Yeah.
Could be. Here, I'll be your optimism. Could just be a working title. The subtitle still to come. Maybe it isn't necessarily named 4, but still there will be a subtitle that indicates its time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Age, Re-Inquisition, Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expected the Spanish Inquisition.
Also, this is also... Oh, fuck it. Because BioWare doesn't know when to stop, we got a teaser for the next Mass Effect game, which looks like a direct sequel to the original trilogy, and had Liara in it, which was the Asari.
Wasn't it a direct sequel called Andromeda? Or am I showing my novice?
Well, Andromeda was like a
spin-off?
Spin-off, yeah.
The buddy cop spin-off that everybody wanted called Mandalorian.
Yes.
Oh.
So, so applicable to both those situations. We know they exist. Don't know why they told us they really exist because they don't have anything.
And they already did on N7 Day.
Yep. And I don't think we need a fucking teaser of either game. Again.
No, because you're not going to see them for 3 years.
And if we see them prior to 3 years, ooh boy.
You have problems. And also, even if we see them at 3 years, I don't know if that's enough time to fix all the problems that, as we listed last week or 2 weeks ago, all the things that BioWare currently has going on post 2 giant people leaving.
Yeah.
So, hey, these guys stepped down. Show 2 new trailers.
Yeah.
That's a, what's her name from Devolver move during the E3 conferences.
Do you want to do the awards? Or you want me to do them?
You can do the awards. I'll take. I mean, I only want to talk about the 2 awards and make everybody else go look for the awards. The 2 being director and game.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull up the Disney shit so we can get through that.
That one's going to take a lot more curating. I'm going to forewarn you.
That's fine because I'm going to blitz it anyway.
Okay.
I don't want to sit there for so long.
Yeah, I mean, if you're curious, go look up the Game Awards. You probably already know them if you're listening to this podcast. I'm waiting for my iPad to load. So
I mean, yeah. You know our thoughts. They've been on Twitter all the way up until yesterday. And if you listen to the Game Awards episode, you know all our thoughts as far as what their nominees were. And how we so reacted. Are you doing okay?
You know, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. To be fair, the iPad's really old. And these fucking sites, man.
Oh, they're bloated.
So bloated. And I had to find, because I didn't want to write them all out. Little behind the scenes action here. I didn't want to write them all out. So I was like, let me find a website that's got them all set up already. But that isn't like just full of just garbage.
Yeah. There's so many of these sites are full of garbage. And whenever I go browsing when I'm not on my PC, I'm just like, oh my God, these are terrible. I mean, okay. Oh, well, here it goes, maybe.
All right. Almost.
It was,
all right, well, fuck it. You know what?
It felt threatened, so it started to load.
It did feel threatened. I mean, we could probably remember them off the top of our head anyway, so. I mean, we know who won. It's just a question of who the other people were nominated are.
Yeah, I say we know who won, and that's really the point that I want to emphasize anyway. Screw it. Don't worry about who's nominated. We're moving on. I don't got time for this.
Well, excuse me. Fancy.
I'm sorry.
Sir.
Is it loading on your phone any better?
All right. So, long story short, best game of the year and game direction. That was the other one, right? You wanted to go over? All right. So, game of the year was Hades, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing, Last of Us Part 2, and the winner was The Last of Us Part 2. Game direction. The nominees were Half-Life Alyx, Hades, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and The Last of Us Part 2, and the winner was The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah. There you have it.
So here's my problem. I think Last of Us is not Game of the Year. Shocker. It's what we said when we did the prediction episode.
Yeah, I think what we underestimated, maybe, I don't know, what I was how angry, not how angry, just, I don't know, like how disgusted I was when it was Game of the Year and Game Direction. I was like, you fucking,
yeah. So, people that don't know, the Game Awards are voted at a 90-10 split. 90% industry, 10% fan.
Did not know that.
That's how it's weighted. That being said, the gaming industry ripped Naughty Dog apart earlier this year for crunch. Then awarded them for crunching by giving them best direction, which direction would be, I don't know, directly proportional to Crunch
Yeah.
and Game of the Year.
And best narrative too, I guess. We'll throw that in there.
Yeah, and narrative. Now, could you have... I would be okay with it having... Because it also took the...
took audio.
It took audio and it took accessibility. I think those are all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You can praise the accessibility options. You can praise the narrative. And you can praise the audio design. Those three things are fine, as far as I'm concerned.
It won Best Action Adventure Game, too.
Oh, apparently, yeah. Which, that doesn't make sense at all. So, that one doesn't make sense, but that's a different discussion. I specifically want to call out the hypocritical bullshit that is the idea that... you should reward the individual teams that did well for their technical spots. But you can't sit there as the games media or whatever you want to be called and bitch all about Crunch and then reward the studio that you bitched about crunching. I just don't... I want to say I don't get it, but I also want to say that I'm not surprised. Neither of those come to my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that they're so blind to their own fucking stupidity that it actually upsets me. But at the same time, I don't give a shit what award shows do because it's not you and I aren't having our own award show. I mean, we don't have an award show, but you know what I mean? We have our own conversation about what we liked and what we think was great. And that holds more weight to me than anything else.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed the Game Awards for the giant come together and more for being a winter E3 at this point.
Yeah, I'm getting
awards sprinkled in.
I'm sorry, I like that. And this one wasn't, considering the circumstances, it wasn't terrible.
Keighley did a great job.
They did a good job. There was no major hiccups.
They had a couple people in studio hosting with them. Obviously, Keighley was hosting. Sid Goodman is a great host, and she did amazing.
It wasn't overly long.
Yeah. The connections out for their music, going to the London Orchestra and Eddie Vedder, all that worked. Even if it was recorded, all still worked just fine. The only thing I think I wasn't a fan of, specifically when those two things were happening, is they would cut back to the studio shot of it being superimposed. I was like, that just looks really... It just looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why? Just show me the orchestra, or don't.
Yeah.
That shot didn't make sense to me, but otherwise, yeah, Sid did great. Keighley did great. Having Nolan and Troy in studio, along with somebody else is in studio too. Who am I forgetting?
There was someone on stage at the same time as Keighley at one point. I can't remember who the hell it was. It was a game developer.
Yeah. But having some other people actually be able to physically be there kind of broke up the everybody being in Zoom calls. But also having a lot of the presenters, the majority of them, being on being on calls, might have been Hangouts. I'm not positive, so let's not go give Zoom free marketing. But it might have been Hangouts. Seeing how YouTube partnerships and whatever, but having all of them in their webcam homes, doing the reveal, this is, and then having the envelope there, opening the envelope, all the pomp and circumstance that goes with that, and then showing above the presenter or presenters all 5 of the webcams of the nominees, so you can immediately hot take see everybody's immediate reactions. And then you cut to that webcam, you're showing the people in their homes accepting awards or wherever they may be, and a lot of people having iPhone notifications turned on, which I don't understand. Don't know why you have your sound turned on. Not from like a professional reason, but I've never had the sound turned on my phone for maybe a couple days when I'm expecting a phone call or something that I know I don't want to miss. But even then, it's very rare that I have the sound turned on for my ringer or notifications.
Bunch of freaks.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise I thought it was a very well-ran show.
The dark horse that I enjoyed was best ongoing game, No Man's Sky.
Yeah, that was
and I like that
Sean Murray was actually not prepared.
He was like, he was stunned. He was like, what the fuck?
It was one of those where he's like, wait, are you guys sure? Am I supposed to be here?
I'm pretty sure he was like, at one point, he's like, I'll take it. Like,
yeah, he's like, all right, sure, whatever. Works for me. I mean, you guys put me up against these gigantic people and somehow I won, but all right, whatever. Doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, it was a well put together show. I just think that they did a giant disservice, the industry did, by voting Last of Us. Which I'm hoping the DICE Awards doesn't make that mistake. But we'll see.
I mean, I think it'll definitely win awards at DICE.
Yeah,
at DICE,
it should win technical awards.
But I definitely think it'll be more even. And like Ghost won some awards, but like it won or vote or whatever.
It won player's choice for player's game of the year.
Yeah, pretty. No, I don't want to say handily, but it was clearly the winner.
Yeah,
and it's kind of just there's a disconnect, I think. But
I think there's a disconnect, but I think some of that is also still always the narratives that came out around. Like, you and I hate the story of Last of Us, not for like what the story is or any of these whatever they wanted. People were throwing the politic angle around all the time. Like,
yeah,
that's not why we don't like it, because we think it's just a bad story.
Yeah,
and it's not paced well. The timings of things are wrong.
Wasn't fulfilling in any real way.
Yeah, and even if that was your entire idea, was that it was not fulfilling, that doesn't add up with everything you have doing to the point of not being fulfilling. And there were all these problems like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
I no longer 5 minutes in, I no longer felt the connection to Joel anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, cool, he's literally useless.
Yep.
They didn't make me care about any of the new people really. The only one was kind of Dina, and even then, I was like, I don't want to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
When you reach a certain point, I was like, I just don't care.
Yep.
It was too long. Just all those things. So,
yeah. I don't know.
But now, in a attempt to go a little bit quicker, just because we've been going for a while, Disney had a giant announcement day, also known as its 2020 Investor Day.
We can just talk about the ones we want to talk about.
I'm gonna blitz. Gonna blitz. We'll stop quick if we need to discuss something. So that comes with updates on its new Marvel, Star Wars, and Disney Animation Studios projects, as well as updates to Disney Plus and Disney's other streaming services, which apparently they own more. So here we go. Marvel. WandaVision officially gets its January 15th release date.
Yeah, apparently it was a trailer. Didn't see that one.
I've seen enough trailers for that show. I'm also probably not going to watch it. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier got a full trailer, along with a March release date. I'm kind of still. I'm not, sold. I'm not sold, but I'm at potential Marvel overload. Where I liked where we wrapped the cinematic universe, and now you're gonna have to have a banger of a thing to get me to come back in.
Yeah, which, funnily enough, we watched some of the trailers. The one that we didn't watch together was probably the best looking one, which is the one that you're about to mention.
A first look at Loki, Disney's short series based on Tom Hiddleston's God of Mischief, got a May 2021 release date.
Yeah, trailer was probably the best out of all of them, because it was the one we watched and we're like, I'm intrigued.
It's also probably the one I'm more interested in out of all of them, just because it's the character you spend the least time with out of everybody so far. Hawkeye is premiering on Disney Plus in late fall 2021, and confirmed that Haley Steinfeld will be appearing in the series. What If, an animated series from Marvel Studios that features the voice acting cast of many Marvel Cinematic Universe stars, also got a new trailer that offered a first look at its upcoming series. That I'm interested about, because I always like the What If stories. Just because they're alternate takes on what if this happens, or
it's definitely a cool idea.
Fahey also announced 3 new series coming to Disney Plus: Ironheart, which is set to star Dominique Thorne, blah blah blah; Armor Wars, which examines one of Tony Stark's biggest fears and stars Don Cheadle, who is reprising his role as Rhodey; and Secret Invasion, that previously rumored Nick Fury series that will see Sam Jackson reprise his role. along with Ben Mendelsohn's Skull Shapeshifter Talos. No dates on those, though. Fahey also gave some casting updates on Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and Miss Marvel. Tatiana, She-Hulk, if you want to go find those, read them.
Yeah, you
is working on a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special for Disney Plus, due out in 2022. I hope that is like a Star Wars holiday special, but Guardian style.
That has a lot of potential.
Yep. The special will film alongside Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which is going to be directed by James Gunn and set for release in 2023. And I Am Groot, a series of short films starring Groot. How does that work? How does Vin Diesel keep getting money? He says 3 words.
I'm Groot.
Fuck it, I'll punch you. Fahey confirmed that Black Panther 2 will not recast the late Chadwick Boseman's King T'Challa.
Wonder who they're going to have take up the mantle.
I'm picturing what's her name, but I can't remember it right now.
A lot of people are saying Michael B. Michael Jordan? Michael B. Jordan.
The one that just Warmonger that fought him in the first one?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. I mean, it makes sense.
Kind of,
but like, I could also see Disney would also be the ones to give it to the girl, the like little sister of him.
That was what the original talk was, but I think she made some
statement about not wanting it from.
Well, I thought she made some like political statements, and Disney like kind of.
Oh, I didn't see that. Third Ant-Man film, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, is officially in development. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will tie in both the upcoming WandaVision and Sony and Marvel's Spider-Man third movie. Interesting. Final Marvel Studios is trying again with a new Fantastic Four movie.
4th time's the charm? Or third?
Fourth.
2
of the Silver Surfer, and then the reboot, and then this one. Disney not only announced... speaking of... let's move on to Lucasfilm. Yeah. Where there's still a shit ton going on.
Yeah.
So, Star Wars Disney Plus series. Disney Plus is getting 2 new Star Wars shows, both spin-offs of The Mandalorian, Rangers of the New Republic, and Ahsoka.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. In case anybody's curious, Mandalorian Season 2 is, what were we
it's a season of pilot episodes for spin-off series.
A season of pilot episodes / name-dropping. Yeah. Like, hey, here's this character. You're going to see them again in their own show. Star Wars The Bad Batch, an animated series about the Bad Batch of clones from the Clone Wars, will debut exclusively on Disney+. Matt and I both want that to be the bad company of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars Andor, starring Rogue One's Diego Luna, is coming to Disney+ in 2022. The Acolyte, a new Star Wars series helmed by the Russian doll creator Leslie Headland, set in the High Republic era of the franchise. When is the High Republic era of the franchise, Matt?
This is where it gets weird.
I only know the Old Republic.
We did talk about this a long time ago when Disney announced their plans to do the High Republic, and I think it's before the Old Republic.
At the peak of the Republic, before it becomes the Old Republic.
It's supposed to be the Republic's golden age. So it gets real wonky.
Can't wait to see the Empire's golden age someday.
That's kind of like the Old Republic.
Kind of.
You know what? Actually, we're going to get in the weeds on this. I don't want to get into it. Not going to fall into that trap.
Hayden Christensen is returning as Darth Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm just happy that Hayden Christensen's coming back.
I'm happy he's still alive. Which says a lot. Droid Story, a new project for Disney Plus, will feature a new hero alongside R2-D2 and C-3PO. Is that not BB-8?
How many fucking droids do we have to have here, people?
Is that not IG-88?
It could be that fucking Beaker-esque fucking droid and...
Oh, the...
whatever the last movie was
nose
called.
cone there?
Yeah, the fucking butt plug one or whatever the hell it was.
I would like to see them partner up with either IG-88 or... What's the other one? C-130. The airship. The giant one, the like
Oh,
Black
from
Armored Imperial
Rogue
one? From Rogue One, yeah.
I don't remember what it's called.
I think it's C
IS,
something.
isn't it IS something?
It might be an IS.
Or...
It might be an IS unit. But yeah, him, who was just similar to IG units of strict, not just going to murder.
Yeah, he was a good one. He was a fun
one. Star Wars.
Alan Tudyk.
Was that Tudyk?
Yeah.
Star Wars Lando is a new event series. I don't know what is an event series.
I'm assuming it means like 3 or 4 episodes, like
okay,
like short like little.
Most people call those miniseries.
Well, like
fucking
smaller
Disney.
than a miniseries.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I'm thinking.
So a micro series.
But I'm assuming they're going to be like hour episodes, like you know what I mean.
Oh, fucking, I hate.
I shit you not. I'm literally taking a shot in the dark here.
Oh, I know. But if any of those are true, I hate all of them. Star Wars Visions is an upcoming anime anthology series coming to Disney Plus, where we finally see what Force Visions look like, with naked Kylo Ren. Wonder Woman 1984's Patty Jenkins is going to be directing the next Star Wars movie, Rogue Squadron, due out in December 2023.
Don't fuck it up.
There we go. Disney also discussed the untitled Taika Waititi Star Wars movie, that first announced in May, has been in development. I can't wait for a full Taika movie. Why is he not doing one called The Bad Batch?
The fact that we don't know anything about it really makes me even more intrigued.
I want him to do The Force Unleashed, but Jojo Rabbit style. Where he's training the kid. The kid can turn Republic in that sense. Because they'll never get away from the Sith person turning Republic. But if you have it turned that way, where it's a child doing all the... If you haven't watched Jojo Rabbit, you need to go fucking watch Jojo Rabbit.
That's a good movie. It'd be really interesting if he did, like, This Is Pie in the Sky, like, something I would like, personally. Is if he did, like,
there's your first problem.
If he did, like, a Darth Revan...
if he does anything Revan, you're going to have everybody just...
That's what I'm saying. Because, like, HK-47... would like lend itself so well to his humor. So
anything if he had certain droids in it, which is why I think he would be great with the IS unit. That's why he was great with IG-88. Mm-hmm. That's why he was good with all of those. He's
just good.
Well, he's good, but they won't let him touch a 3PO or an R2-D2 in that sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he needs to give them a voice and let them.
The thing about him
hit lines
is like, if you're a Disney executive, he probably scares you a little bit. Yes. So it's like, what do you give him to play with? You know what I mean?
Which I think is why he probably got the episode of Mando
to
they're like, all right, one episode. Let's see how it goes. See how it's received, and I loved it.
That was the job interview you're saying?
Kind of. I mean, his job interview, he was already sealed after Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But Disney Animation's got a lot of them. So Raya and the Last Dragon premieres on March 5th, 2021. Is that more How to Tame Your Dragon shit? Because it looks it. Baymax, a series based on Big Hero 6. Remember that movie? Is arriving in early 2022. Zootopia Plus, a new series based on Zootopia, is hitting the streaming service in 2022. Tiana, based on The Princess and the Frog, is premiering in 2023. A long-form musical comedy series for Moana is hitting Disney Plus in 2023. Encanto, a new movie set in Colombia with music written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, is in development. I can't wait to see that get overhyped.
Do we care about any of this stuff?
No. Wabshu is a long-form series. Yep. Pixar series. Let's see here. Shark Sports, Burrow, Pixar Popcorn, Doug Days, a Cars series, Lightning McQueen, Mater, Win or Lose, Luca. These are Pixar movies now. Luca, Lightyear, Turning Red. Other series in the works. Apparently they're working on making an Alien TV series. Will Smith and Chris Hemsworth will star in a series for National Geographic. Ice Age is getting a spin-off series. What the fuck? Ice Age, what? All right, yeah, so that's the Disney Plus is increasing its price.
That's the one. Those are the ones I didn't see that are really more important.
Disney Plus is increasing its price to $8 a month starting in March 2021.
Did we not fucking say this would happen?
I'm pretty sure we did.
They come in at the low price, get everyone subbed in, and they're going to start ramping up the price. $8, and it's going to be $10, and it's going to be $12.
I mean, Matt and I hate to say we told you so, but no, we don't. Disney's new bundle will offer ad-free Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus for $18.99. Disney Plus surpassed 86 million subscribers. So in case you're curious, Matt, when you up things by about $2.
Holy fuck.
Boo! Disney unveils Star, which is its Hulu replacement for international Disney Plus subscribers. Disney Plus will add 50 new Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and Pixar series and movies over the next few years. And spoiler alert, I just went through all 50 of
them. This is going to become like just let's throw shit at the wall. And let's not care what sticks. Just keep throwing this shit at the wall.
Let's ignore all potential quality and just fucking yay.
Because when those fail, they'll start busting out vault shit or something and be like, burr, 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 burr.
You guys remember all these things we said aren't canon anymore? What if they were?
My God. All right.
So yeah, that's that. I don't have my dock open anymore. I'm going to open it again.
Do we need things from it?
I need the deals. I need you to click on the Humble link. And I'm going to grab the rest of the deals while yours takes 18 years to load.
All right, listen.
What? Mine's longer, that's why I'm not.
I was going to say, yours is
not
worse.
on that anymore. So PS Plus, if you have a PlayStation, you might have PlayStation Plus, and with that you would get on the PS4 Just Cause 4 and Rocket Arena, or on the PS5 you get Worms Rumble. Xbox Games with Gold, you get the Raven Remastered, available from December 1st to the 31st, Bleed 2 available December 6th to January 15th, Saints Row Get Out of Hell available December 1st to the 15th, and Stacking available December 16th to the 31st. Prime Gaming has just more new things. And Epic is starting its holiday countdown, which means a new free game every day starting in a couple days. So make sure you're logging in every day and claiming free games because they're free. And why wouldn't you? It's free things. Please take them and claim them. You don't have to download them. You just claim them, put them in your library, and eventually, maybe, you'll play them. Maybe, eventually.
Maybe. Humble choice for December. They are currently displaying 2 games that you can see of the...
Oh, I thought I put the right link in to get to the 9. Shit.
It was a login. It brought me to a login page.
No. All right, well, here's the 2 games.
Overcooked 2.
Good game.
Children of Moria. Or Morta. Children of Morta.
Morta.
Lord of the Rings coming out.
What?
Lord of the Rings coming out. Moria. Mine's Moria.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. Humble things. But Matt, it has been 7 days since we've last done this. And I am pounding energy right now to power through. Because it's warm. And now that I'm warm, I'm getting that lull to myself to sleep warm.
Oh. What have I been doing?
Yeah.
Nothing exciting. Still working through Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's a long one. I'm at 65 hours. Still got a ways to go. I might play Cyberpunk this weekend. I haven't played it yet. It's downloaded. It's good to go. So I'll probably want to check that out. Just watching the animes, watching my normal shit. Nothing exciting there. Watch the Daft Punk movie Interstellar 555. Interstellar 5555. Which is good. Check it out if you haven't seen it. It's something else. My house is a mess, got a million.
The moment I opened the window, by the way.
That's fine. Gotta paint the old office this weekend, apparently. That's a project.
Finish it.
Gonna try to run some Ethernet cables and stuff, get some wall jacks going.
Look at you, projects pushing right to the end of the year.
Bought a subwoofer, hooked that up. It's okay. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about it. that's where I'm at in life right now. I think that's it.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
I
mean, it's been WoW for me. A lot of WoW.
Yeah.
Rated.
I get it.
Blood pressure raised Wednesday night. Had to bring myself back down. So I did. And then
maybe we need to get you like a stress ball.
No, I'd throw it. That won't do me any good.
Maybe we need to get you like a...
No, there's nothing we need to get me. I just need to just bring myself back down. Because I felt it. I was like, oh, no. Goose fraba.
Anger management.
Yeah. And I pulled up my legs, sat cross-legged in my chair, and just kind of was like, all right, this is where we're going to be. We're not going to move anywhere. We're just going to kind of sit here. We're just going to relax. We're going to calm down. We're going to come away from the ledge. Just come away. Come sail away with me.
Come sail away.
God, such a weird music video. Such a weird band. Product of the time.
Yeah, a lot of those.
Yeah, a lot. Oh, there's so many of those. But yeah. So, then 10 hours in Cyberpunk, but I feel like we've kind of already talked enough about that. And I don't want to tell you too much, even though
could be different.
You've seen a bunch of it already, but your choices may very well be different.
That's cool. I'll figure it out what I'm doing.
Sure you will. I have faith. Eventually.
It's just these games, man, are too fucking long.
Oh god, Assassin's Creed, man. And also, I mean,
Cyberpunk's going to be worse, probably.
I'm saying the 10 hours I put into Cyberpunk, and I'm still just like, have I gotten anywhere? But yeah, so that's all I got. You got anything else?
I don't think so.
Cool. That being said, if you have show ideas for what our think tank style show should be, let me know. That's all. Later.